Trent, your thoughts on that one? Just probably too many errors from your boys.
Yep. I thought defensively we were outstanding. I thought we created opportunities through our defence. I think, saying to the boys, I think it's been a long time since I've seen us believe in the defence as much as we have. It's been many years, and I feel like we've worked our way back into sort of the belief and the energy. There was so much effort put into that part of the game. We were so clean, and we earned the right to get in positions to ask enough questions there. And we didn't execute well enough when we got the field position, and then we came out of half time really, really well, and then probably about 25 to go in that second half, I think we've maybe had 3 or 4 yardage errors, which gave them field position, and we still had opportunities, 14-10, but in the end, we weren't good enough to get points on the back of our field position, and then we gave them field position through errors at the back end.
Talk about the yardage, that set just before half time. I think you'd pinned them, you'd started the set just on halfway. How costly was that error and then trying right on half time?
Yeah, very. Obviously, when you're defending well and the game's really tight there like that, I think it was 6-4 at the time. But there wasn't one moment that changed the game. We were happy at 12-4. We fixed up a few things. We came out. We put it in a good position there and got to 12-10 within sort of 8 minutes. I think 9 minutes there. We had the game sort of where we wanted it to be, and we didn't sort of execute on that. There are moments though at different times that do cost us.
Do you think you were coming together, Teddy, in that second half? I think you may have started 4 sets, over halfway, just with the defensive pressure. As Robbo said, just probably 15 minutes into that half.
Definitely. It felt good. Well, me and Marky and Toos were bringing it to our 40 or even 50 through our defence. So I feel like we had a good field position. We were sort of getting back in the grind and putting ourselves in a good position. But we semi-executed that early, the grubber. And then we just, I felt like we had field position, but we didn't really execute how we wanted to, and then we sort of gave them field position through our errors. So, it's a tough one. I feel like it was right there for us. We put ourselves, in a position to win, and then we just didn't execute and made it hard for ourselves.
Rob, I know it's probably hard to look at big picture at the moment after a finals match, but does this go down as a year where, after all the guys you lost last year, you've kind of set yourself up for the next era or chapter of the Roosters in 2025?
Yeah, very much so. I think the way we went about playing, we weren't in a rush this year to sort of find our identity about who we were going to be, and you can talk about it, but you can't force it. You have to live it and play it, and the boys did that. It's a real credit to them, the way themselves as a team, they represented us, and the way that the club went about going throughout the season, and I feel like we re-established some really key things that'll make you a great team. There's some bits there to finish off, obviously, but there was a pretty good platform for a team that you want to be.
Just on that track, I appreciate the results still really fresh, but can you look at this season as a success, given that you make finals with such a new team that had to find its own identity?
The thing is, it's not about making finals, or it's not about not making finals. Like I said, you either win a premiership or you don't. There's not a reward for 4th or 7th or 9th or 11th, or that's not how the game, and we judge it based on that. We like to see a ladder and all of that. In the end, you either win the premiership or you don't. Are you seeing things that you want to see that are heading towards a premiership? And if you are, that was a success. And I guess that's where, what I was saying is I saw us heading towards a better team than we've been in years because of where we focused our energy. And it was a clear opportunity tonight and say, okay, here's some things to fix up as well. And so, there's only first or last. So when it comes to that, but the building blocks towards it, we're heading in the right direction.
Trent, was any of tonight like running out of gas? You've spoken about how difficult the lead-in was, having to like win your way through for the past 2 months, essentially.
No, not at all. I had interchanges up my sleeve. We had most guys in the line in play. There wasn't anything about running out of gas at all. We were in, they looked really fresh at half time, and there was a lot of live ball, which was great. No, we've been pretty healthy and fresh and ready to go.
Chad, there's a lot of kicking to last week. Would you like to see more kicking towards Daniel Tupou?
Yeah, there was a bit of a balance there. We obviously we didn't do any in the first half, and then I think we had 2 opportunities in the second, one that sort of fell a bit short and one that went too long. I just would have liked, we didn't execute many of our opportunities on kicks. We had the grubber, but there's an advantage we had with the high ball, and we didn't take that advantage enough tonight.